My name is Hago Parslanyan, and I created a mini game, and I would very much like it if I can share it with you and how I created it. So let's get started. So this is basically the game, and you can see, but I'm controlling the hero with a left key, up key, right key, and down key. The purpose of the game is, well, you have to kind of escape from the bad guy, which is the ninja with the red thing. And if you touch him, and it's game over. So let's see how I implemented it, and let's get started. So we start by creating an HTML file, and the canvas here is very important, and more important is the ID. And here is CS110, and this is the script file, which is linked to the JavaScript file, which we'll get into. So here is the const canvas, which is basically the canvas document.getElement by ID. It's a function which will get me into this canvas right here, which is the ID is CS110, and here also is CS110. Here is the get context, which is two-dimensional, as you can see here. And here is the canvas width and height. And this max width, max height, we will get into in just a second. Here is the background, new image. This is how we create an image, and this is the source and how I got the image. This is the image of the dojo right here in the background. Here is the good guy, this cool looking thing which has the sword in the back, and the bad guy, this bad looking ninja. So this is the intersect function, which by its name is an intersection function, and rect1 and rect2, which you can call the function with two names, which in this case two characters, the good guy and the bad guy. And right here it says that whenever they touch, well, you can put it if they touch, then it is game over. I put it right here. So if called the intersect function with the hero and the bad guy, and as here, as you saw, if they touch, it's game over. So let's continue. Here is the const bad guy. I've called it here a function. So in the future, if I want to, call a bad guy or create another bad guy right here, we have one. But if you want to create two, you can call this function right here, and it will give, instead of writing all of this again, you just call this function and it will write you this. And right here, this X is here. So you can choose the location of the second bad guy that you want to create. Right here, I put in the bad guy at 470x. If you want to create another one, all you have to do is just say bad guy. Let's say 500, and there will be another bad guy in the 500x location. Here, let's see how the bad guy moves. Here is the X, Y, delta. This is how he's drawn. Draw this image, the image of the bad guy image here. And let's get into the update, which is the cool part, fun part, where it moves around. So this says that this X sums up with this delta, which makes the location move by -2 and 2. And that is how he moves. Let's right here, this function right here states that when he touches a wall, he moves to the right, left. Let's see how. Right here is the right part. When he touches the right wall, it will go to X delta will be -2, and it will move to the left. And right here, this is the growing part. Whenever he touches a wall, he grows. Let's see if right here it says then whenever he touches a wall, it grows. And this is where I put in the four walls. This is the y, this is the x, the width will grow, so will the height. And right here I put in the wall, and That's it. But you might be asking a question, then whenever the character hits the wall and it grows, it then again touches the wall again and it will grow again and again and again. So how will I prevent that? I've created a set timeout function here, which basically says that after touching a wall, wait 200 milliseconds and then let the character, the bad guy, grow so it won't touch the wall again and it won't grow until it touches another wall and the function does the same thing again. And basically this is the right wall, this is the up, left, down. They're basically the same function except this the y delta and x delta will change to left, right, up and down. Let's get into the game data. This is the hero, which is basically an object. This is its x location, y location, x delta, y delta, its width, height, and its image, which will be drawn in the function here. And let's get into the update function, which basically is whenever it, this function right here says that whenever it goes into the wall, let's say if it's in the left wall right here, if it's in the left wall, then this won't be happening, and whenever you press the left key it won't go because the x delta won't work and it will remain 0 and it won't work. It won't get plus by this x delta. This is the intersect function which we talked about. This is the bad guys, which is an object that you can create. I've created this object so you can refer to it as many as you can. Like if you had created a bad guy, as I told you, then you can just put it in this object and it will be in the game data. Here, let's get into the left key, which is basically how you control your character, the good guy in this case, the hero. And left key is 37, which I will explain. It's its key code. Every key has its own key code. And the left key, up key, they have each key code. And let's see here. Document.add event listener is basically a function which activates whenever you press a key down. And right here, if the key code is left key, which basically says whenever you press a key code, and in this case the left key is 37. So whenever 37, if you put 37 here, the game will still be the same. So yeah, he says whenever I press the left key, this becomes 37. And so the 37 will be equal to 37, and the x delta, the hero, will move to the left, which is -3, right here. So the same is with the right key, up key, and down key. So let's see how the character stops. It doesn't like go to the right continuously. So that's the key up. So whenever you press the right key, the character starts moving to the right. But when you remove your hand, the character will stop and its x delta will be 0. And this is basically the function. These are the x's, the left key and right key, and up key and down key is the y. So y delta 0, x delta 0. And here is the most important part, which is calling the functions, the objects, the characters, whatever you want to call it. I've created the const gaming, which is the function that calls it again and again. Here I call it, it goes here into this function right here, which will call it again and again in an infinite loop. But it doesn't freeze because the browser can still do its job, like its properties, because request animation frame has like a few seconds, so the browser can process and do its normal processing, and it can create this and draw the code without being an infinite. Like in the while, when you put infinite loops, it doesn't let the browser process. In this case, because of request animation frame, it does. So that's basically it, and I hope you understand, and I hope you can create your own mini game by using this code right here, and thank you.